Oh, happy Thursday, Ray.
Happy Thursday, Tim. Almost
It's
the end of the week.
yes. I can feel that weekend coming.
It is. Hey, you know what's weird? Is crypto. It doesn't matter. I used to look forward to Fridays. Now it's just it's all the one. They're all Fridays, Tim.
Well, I'm here Saturday and most Saturdays and Sundays anyway, so
Yeah,
But it's all fun. It's all fun and games.
it is.
Um,
It's all good.
just paying attention to this, but no, it was a good Thursday. It was nice. It was beautiful weather here finally after the remnants of Ian moved out of town. So all good in the hood.
There you go, man. That's nice. Yeah, you
But
said it's nice weather. We got the low 70s, 60s at night. It's nice here too.
yeah, we got up there. So here we go. We got
Oh,
a lot of workers going on here. 3 minutes to go. We got superhero, bat bee, bat bee, bat bee. Three bats in a row, and a gold bee at the end.
mm.
Uh, so many bats. I'm gonna have to hat tip to Aaron Judge, who got 62 home runs. How
Oh,
about
that's
that?
right. I saw. That's impressive, man. He
That
seems like
is
a
impressive.
good dude.
And no asterisk next to his name.
No ass.
Ooh,
Yeah, he's not pumped full of stuff, huh?
I don't think so. Um, but yeah, I will say that only because we got all these bat bees started making me think.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, some cool stuff. Let's do the refresh there. 2 minute refresh and see what's going on. See who's getting in on the action. Auction 126,
Yeah, man.
475, 425, 385. Oh, that gold's still pulling in big numbers. 519 and 1196. Why? Oh, it's just because she's a woman.
Oh, yeah.
She gets five. She gets 519. The lipstick.
Lipstick and the she looks good in the front too. The front end, first seat, superhero lady. I like it.
This one's only 475. I'm just talking about numbers here.
Oh, okay.
This is
Yeah,
kind of like a rating system, maybe, Ray. We've got
could be.
475, 425, 385, 519, and then 1196. And this just because it's gold. People go
Yes.
crazy about the gold.
Yeah, the gold's where it's at, man. Gold and DMTs and some of the black mambas are pretty good too. But yeah, the whole lineup of bat bees looks good, man.
Yeah, good looking crowd. Good looking crowd.
Yep.
So we got some action going here. 1196. We get a little movement out of that. You think it'll top over the 12?
I
I
think
don't
so.
know.
It could. I mean, at the last minute bids. I mean, gold's been going sometimes anywhere between 1,200 to up to 5, 6.
Yeah,
Craziness. You know.
it does. Some good looking stuff there. Oh, I just noticed the Thug Nugget. We got some nice necklaces in here.
Oh yeah.
Thug Nugget, the Ethereum, and a Bitcoin.
Yes.
Nice. And of course, one of those one of those board apes.
There you go. Looks
How
good.
about it? But no princesses, no royals, which is strange, and we got nothing to read about. But hey, what are you gonna
Hey,
do?
that's all right. That's
So
all right.
we're
But
under a minute.
these are interesting. Like you got the two ladies. It's really nice.
Yes. Fast gas, people. Fast gas. Get in
Fast,
there. Make it
fast
happen.
gas if you win in there. That's right.
We
There you
got
go.
just under 30 seconds. Let's see these reports come in. If you got fast gas, if you got a chance to get in there, you better do it now. 475, 501. There's a little movement there. 385, 519, and
Ooh,
1196.
eleven
No
ninety
movement on the
six.
gold. We just this horny bee right here. It's
You
the
got a
only
little
one that
movement.
moved. 501.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Nice. 4 seconds. Here it is.
3, 2. Here we go. Let's see.
Boom. All right. All right. 475, 501, 385, 550. Did that move? I
I
think a
think it
little bit.
moved a little bit.
And no
Yeah.
move on the gold. 396 scared away everybody from trying to outbid them.
Wow. Look at 40C1 across the board, except for the bat bee. So nice.
Wow, this is the one that came up. Did these all wait? 550, 475.
Did they bump?
No, these were all no movement. So this is the only one that moved.
Oh, okay. I thought the lady was. I didn't think she was at 550, was she? Because you were talking about the ladies being the prices.
Yeah, she was the most expensive.
Okay. All right. And yeah,
This one came off of it was 475. This was I think it was 425. So this is the one that moved. 385 stayed the same. 550. She was the most. I was like, why? Whatever. We have to go crazy. We'll have to watch the replay, but something like
Yeah.
that. We'll give it a refresh, see if anybody cheese-headed.
Yep. Got to give it one more, man. 1 minute in, as long as we're a minute in.
We'll see. We'll see.
Looks like
501,
they are all clear, man.
475, 1196, 550, 385. I'm gonna say that's good enough for me.
Yeah, man. Let me go through some chats here. Hello, hello. How's it going there, George? Friday Eve. That's it.
Friday, yes, I
Yep.
love it.
Money Fest. And hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Another great auction. Thank you. Yep, it is excellent. But
Yes.
yeah,
One little story. I know you got 3 coins to talk about.
yeah.
I'm 3 altcoins. I'm gonna talk about the number one here. Namibia is their central bank says Bitcoin can now be accepted as payment has given it the status of legal cash in Namibia.
Hmm.
So how about that? The central bank, the Bank of Namibia, has announced it's now including virtual assets and virtual asset service providers under the FinTech Innovations Regulatory Framework and in a phased approach through an innovation hub. So how about that? Namibia recognizing Bitcoin. Did not recognize, support, recommendation, the possession, utilization, and trading of cryptocurrency by members of the public. The bank also warned Nambians that there would be no legal recourse if they lost money.
Hmm.
So it's there. They're saying you could use it, but they don't recommend it. That's kind of like everything we say. We'll just put the banner up. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, but
It
you
is.
could use Bitcoin.
Yep. Well, like you were talking about even before, is you see Africa's really making big moves over there.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Absolutely. So yeah, those guys are recognizing that it exists and that people are going to use it. So they might as well let it happen and I guess collect their taxes on one side or the other or do what they got to do. But yeah, rather than spin up their own or do whatever, they're just going to recognize one of the largest cryptocurrencies in existence and roll with it. So congratulations, Nambia and Nambians.
Nambians. There you go.
Are they Nambians? I'm not sure, but
I'm pretty sure. Sounds right.
that's what I got for my little tidbit because I know you're going into altcoins. Gonna give one more refresh to see.
Yeah, got some altcoins, man. I like going over all the different things because I've dabbled in playing a little bit of other things out there.
Yeah.
I look, everything looks like it's cleared, huh?
I think so. 475, 1196, 550, 501, and 385. There it is.
Right
Center
on.
that B with the Bitcoin. Is it steal of the night?
Very cool. And then, like you said, even the empowerment bees, all except for 4 are bat bees, man. What is that last
Why
one?
that be? Wow. This is a Tonto, but it looks like
So like a
like
tech.
a policeman. No,
Oh, okay.
that's I think that's a policeman gun on the
Okay.
side.
Haven't seen one of them in a while.
No, I haven't seen that. But man, the bat bees came out big tonight.
Yeah. There you go. Like it.
There's a lot of bat bees out there.
Ariel, nice collection. Yes, beautiful lady bees. I agree. They are rare lady bees. Right
Looking
on.
good.
So
All
yeah,
right, tell us what you got. Altcoins. Everybody wants to know.
I'm gonna share. I got some for
You're
you.
not going for Bitcoin. What are we
Well,
looking for?
I do obviously, and it should tell me if it's up when it comes up, and I'll get going.
Ooh, fancy presentation.
Look at that, got honeycombs and everything. Presentation, Social Bees University, right? We're gonna get started, and yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things out there, and that's what you look at. I think we were just talking about the other day, Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank. He looks at these things like technology stocks, right? That's what he looks at. So I mean, literally, when you start reading into them, that's what most of them are, right? Or blockchains, or all kinds of different things. Obviously, services. There's DeFi ones, and that's mainly what we're going to go over. Are some DeFi and altcoins, right? So you start up here. Look out for these DeFi tokens and altcoins, and this is I can put the date because Tim, I want to look back at this, right? And I want to see how right we were. You come back another year. That's why I love that we're on YouTube and we're doing this and we're recording these things. Like I said, I know as long as these are real projects and you're in crypto that that really have something behind it, and their token is used as a utility, whether governance, farming, whatever. I don't think you can go too wrong. I mean, of course, some are going to do better than others, but when this space, when it moves, Ethereum and Bitcoin are the two horses. When it moves, most of it moves together, right?
Right. Right.
So, and I know this one's not this crazy, right? But Aave, and I kind of, like I said, this one's the one that's kind of, you'll see it on the top 20. It's not the some
Right.
groundbreaking, people have never heard of it, but it was released in 2017, Aave. And Aave is a decentralized lending protocol, right? Part of the broader group of protocols known as DeFi. That's what all these things are when they're in this thing. That allows you to deposit crypto assets and earn APY rewards, and to borrow other crypto assets against the collateral. It makes it possible for your users to borrow, lend, and earn interest on their crypto, making sure of smart contracts instead of intermediaries like banks, right? So you use these smart contracts. We know this. I know I'm speaking to the choir. Most everybody in our group knows and understands that we use smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. But that's what those smart contracts are. They're kind of replacing the banks. Aave, the actual token, is a governance token that gives holders a say in the future of the protocol. It can also be staked. You can stake this token and earn rewards. Right? Aave protocol facilitates the creation of lending pools. If you want to lend some of your crypto, you can deposit it into a pool. Anyone who wants to borrow deposited asset can draw from the Aave pools as long as they provide sufficient collateral. And a little fun fact. I got it down here. I didn't. Did I skip? Oh, hold on, my bad. Anyways, doesn't matter. But this I had it down here. There it is. Aave, and in this, Aave means ghost in Finnish language. Tim, a little fun fact, man. It's just funny. But here's how it works. How it works with there are two types of tokens issued by the protocol: the native Aave token and A tokens. Right? Let me make sure too I'm on the right one, so I'm not messing up here. No, there we go. Sorry, I skipped ahead. Aave tokens, beyond giving holders a say in the protocol governance, offers advantages, including discounts on fees or free use of some of the protocol services. A tokens, which is another, not the Aave token, A tokens are received by lenders depositing to the lending pools, and they entitle them to earn interest. So if you deposit, say ETH, you'll receive A ETH in return. When you pull your ETH out of Aave, your A ETH will automatically be converted back to ETH. And I know, again, a little technical. I just wanted to kind of give you, what that means. Okay. To help users take advantage of arbitrage opportunities where crypto might be value. And you know what arbitrage is, right? Where you ever hear, the front running, talking about front running bots, things like that. Those bots, that's what they look for, right? You even see it in any of the decentralized exchanges. Those bots look for a little bit off with the pricing. They snatch it up and then they sell it to you for a higher fee. So that's what they're talking about there. So you cannot connect your crypto wallet to Aave. So you have to use app.aave.com. Just saying, that's how you connect to it. Let me check over here. So keep in mind, this is, like I said, kind of like also cautions, right? Standard loans on Aave require collateral such as ETH. You need ETH to do that. So because crypto can be volatile, it's important to choose the collateral carefully if you use Aave to borrow crypto. If your collateral's value drops below a certain threshold, it can be liquidated, right? It can be liquidated and it's gone. As in, you won't get your money back. And you might be subject to added fees. So even on top of losing all your money, there might be additional fees. For this reason, stable coins are popular collateral option. Be sure to carefully read Aave's terms if you look into this, but it is a DeFi project, and you can do things in there where you're lending, borrowing, and earning interest. So that is, it's like I said, it's a common one. People do know that's a kind of a big one up there. But this next one is not. So it's called Orchid. OXT. You ever heard of this one, Tim?
Never heard of this one.
So, with digital privacy and censorship growing as concerns for people around the world, VPN services, virtual private networks, have become a popular tool for privately and securely browsing the internet and interacting with online services. Orchid is a crypto-powered VPN service that aims to extend the functionality of traditional VPN services with the security and anonymity benefits of blockchain. So that's cool, you
I
know.
like that.
Technologies, right? So OXT is an Ethereum token that serves. So just like we can do it on the MetaMask, it's an ERC20 token. So it's an Ethereum token that serves as a secure means of paying for the use of Orchid's VPN service. So you want that service, you need the Orchid token, and there you go. That's utility in a token, right? That's what you want.
Right.
So how it works, there are two categories of users in the Orchid network. Bandwidth users are the customers who use the VPN. It's available, for Android, iOS, and Mac. You can use it on all of them. Bandwidth providers are Orchid nodes that have staked OXT tokens in order to supply their surplus internet bandwidth to users. In exchange, they receive compensation in OXT tokens, right? The more OXT staked, the greater the chances for rewards. Bandwidth providers are required to stake OXT to give them incentives to behave responsible, right? We want that. And that's mostly where you see that proof of stake, even how Ethereum has changed over. But you don't need to be a full bandwidth provider to benefit from staking OXT. And a holder of OXT can stake some of their tokens in a pool with a full bandwidth provider. Keep in mind, Orchid aims to provide a distributed network of trusted, high-quality bandwidth providers, allowing users to access the internet privately, and instead of relying on one centralized VPN. So that's kind of the overall idea of what the OXT network is about. Again, take a look, do your own research, but these are just things that you should kind of look out for. I wanted to kind of go down. These are all I think they're all under a 50 million market cap, not Aave, right? Some of these are 50, 60, 70 million market cap. So there's a lot of room for these ones to grow, right? The Render token. You ever heard of that one, Tim? Render?
Render, I think I've heard of. Yeah,
Okay.
Don't own any.
So Render token allows anyone to share unused GPU power with ease. You can just share it, right?
Yeah, I've heard of this one. Yeah.
The system eliminates the technical barriers, right, associated with network computational systems. The system connects users looking to perform render jobs with people who have idle GPUs. It's just sitting there. They're not using it. Might as well make some rewards by letting somebody use your computing power that's just sitting there, right? This strategy saves the users significant time and money since they don't need to purchase high-end computers to handle these tasks in-house. So think of it too. This is because I'm going to go in even too. If it's partner, it's kind of parent company, the one that kind of spawned them out. It's a graphic rendering network that lets miners with excess GPU memory bandwidth share it out to artists and creative studios that need extra computing power. That's mainly who all is using that, right? Our artists and creative studios. So let me go over here. The Render token ecosystem lives, it's all on the Ethereum blockchain. The network inherits the security and interoperability of this network. For example, Render token holders can save their tokens in any ERC20 compatible wallet, just like the previous one. Additionally, these tokens can be traded on any ERC20 compatible exchange. In the Render token ecosystem, users submit their jobs to the community. The platform automatically calculates the amount of render required to perform the job. This data is then sent as an attachment that details the specifics to a smart contract. The information is then broadcast across the Render network. Notably, GPU owners use Octane Render to process the requested job. So that's a feature inside the actual project. Render was launched in public on public sale in 2017, so it's been around a bit, but it just recently got listed on Coinbase exchange. So I mean that's within the past month or two. While highly speculative, the Render could benefit from the increased exposure. It's getting just by being on Coinbase, and it's been on a couple other big ones that just kind of got on these centralized exchanges. Render token is a subsidiary of the cloud graphics company OTOY. I don't know if you call it Otoy, but that's what it is. And it's entered the market. So this parent company has been in since 2008. Otoy now has over 60 employees and 4 offices. The company's headquarters is in Los Angeles. Okay. So they have, some things that they've been around, right? They've been around for a good bit. The further level the graphics processing playing field, Otoy recently launched its Octane X RNDR app for iOS. So there's apps for iOS, and then this one's not for Android, but this one's for iOS. The app includes the same Otoy GPU render that the studios like Disney and Marvel use. So, it could forge a path for Render Token to become a major player in metaverse rendering. So, I remember when we were doing them spaces, and again, I've said this before, but that was a big problem, is all of that power and the memory and all that computing that needs to happen when you're in those type of metaverses. There's so much that it needs. This looks like it could be a solution and help big time in these type of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is some of my other favorites. I have talked. That's why I haven't wrote it too much and went into it a little bit, because I've talked about both of these. I like Decentraland. It's a gaming one. That's another one. I just gave it a rating, but by far, I really like the Cosmos. And again, I'm not giving anybody this is not financial advice, but it has an Atom token, and the concept of interoperability might sound simple and obvious, but it's not. Most people don't realize how difficult it is to exchange data and digital assets like NFTs across blockchains that are not compatible. It's difficult. So it would be like two people that couldn't connect or communicate because they were using phones with different mobile operating systems, Tim.
Right,
I mean, look at us. I know we both built websites and done that stuff like that, right? Imagine, when we have to, do it for all the different devices, right? We have awesome tools right now, right? That kind of just does it right on its own. Mm-hmm. But back in the day, that was very difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, even think about two people not being able to send email messages to each other because they're using different email clients. So that's what you're talking about. But again, talking blockchain, which is also, it's difficult. You can't. It's a lot of things you do on blockchain is irreversible, right? If you do something wrong, you got to do it all over again. So interoperability is a pressing technology issue right now. And that's why the internet of blockchains approach could be so huge for Cosmos. It manages to solve, if it can solve this problem, that's a big deal. And they look, like I said, they look like they're going to do well. But again, you never know. There's all kinds of things out there, and just in the works being built, right? But I put this up, Tim. So this is my all-time greatest unicorns, Tim.
The dream team.
This is the dream. This is our ecosystem, man. And that's why I wanted to go through all that to even, like I said, talk about what we got going on here. Wafu, the token. We just did the shout out, and again, we know a lot of other things that they got working in progress, right? Where you can use your NFTs and their NFTs and be a part of either some comic book series or some animated series. That's very cool what they're doing and how they're using their NFTs, for utility. You'll need to have their NFTs to be able to plug whatever you're doing into, right? Because we know how difficult it is to get into any of this, right? If you already have this technology and all you need is some NFTs to plug in to let somebody use what you have built, that's huge, man. And that's where you see it with artists and the Comic-Con and all, not Comic-Con, but animes, right? That whole huge genre, you
Right.
know, people are gonna, that's gonna be an amazing project. And the reason like I said, I'm talking about these because we have these tokens, we hold them.
Yeah.
By far, and I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have a lot of their what I just talked about. I do kind of go out there a little bit, but I can tell you 90%, maybe 85, 90% is all in this ecosystem, by
Right.
far. And I do believe in everything that's going on here. These are baby projects that are just launching, right? We've said it before, and a lot of projects you're hearing it all across the NFT space, crypto, anything with blockchains. Everybody is kind of getting their footing under them, right? Their feet, and starting to walk out there. But another thing, this picks Earth. I mean, I got
Yes.
to jump on and speak to Hugo and see the amount of work that people are doing, and it's incredible. I don't know if anybody's seen over there. Go look at the website, right? If you haven't seen, and the metaverse that
Yeah.
you can go look when you're on their website. Okay, I'm not giving out dropping nuggets because I wouldn't want to. They're doing a lot of amazing things, and they have announcements coming, right? So I wouldn't do that. But on their website, you can literally see what's going on. So again, 2 tokens right there that I hold quite a bit. I'm happy to. But both of these, what is it, $10 million market cap? For something
Yep.
like this where no one even knows about, these are the all-time greatest unicorns. And when I started off, Tim, talking about in 2-3 years from now of us, I'm glad we're take a snapshot of this right here, because I know that these are going to be the biggest movers in my wallet. I know they are
Right.
by far,
Right.
right? It's going to do the greatest growth for me, by far, of anything that I just mentioned there.
Right.
Even too about the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. Just know, everybody, those they've done their thing, right? What Ethereum, does another 20x. That's wonderful and great and all, but it doesn't have that room to grow thousands of percent. And that's what you're
Right.
looking for. You're looking for those unicorns. Starwire, the Star token, another one I hold. I got to yield. I got to be a part. This is, except for the ones these down at the bottom, except and Rap PE here is the last one. But these were all a part of the DeFi, and when we were staking and yielding, we yielded these tokens. Most of them I didn't buy. I still bought some, right? Because
Right.
I'm all about FOMOing, right? So I bought some as well, but most of them I yielded because I staked into liquidity pools. Amazing. But Starwire, they got great things. I know the some movies that one came out last Christmas, and now they got another one about the is it and I do apologize, but I know is it Emma the pig? Emily.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Elvis the pig.
My fault. Elvis the pig. My apologies.
Yes.
Starwire. But it is Elvis the pig. They got all kinds of things that they're working on. You see their spaces and the music and how they're going to do stuff with the NFTs there,
Yeah.
where people can really own the creative value that they're doing, right? So again, another all-time great unicorn, and again, now you're down to the bottom that this whole community is all about, right? Bee Honey token, incredible, man. Again, go back and think, 38 billion of them. We burned over 34 billion of those tokens, mostly on this show. We had a blast, right? That again doesn't happen. And now, you're starting to see where I know some in our group are working with other projects, starting to provide services. Those services are going to start buying that bee honey, burning it, sending it. So anytime this bee honey does movement or purchased or sold, there's movement and there's things happening mechanically in the background with the bee honey. So just like Starwire, and they have that awesome saying, when bee honey moves, right, queens get paid, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on, right, burning and other features that are beneficial to our entire community. That bee honey token, it has governance. You know that bee honey used is for incentives for good decisions, right?
Right.
That is a governance token, right? We use it for those purposes, right? You might look at the NFTCR, right? So there's one right there. M2 Cash or M2 Cash. So I'm jumping into that. Farming. We are. This is a DeFi project. You go and fly your bee into the hive, and you yield. You hit the button, and you claim your rewards. Right, starting in May. And again, that's the whole point why the whole group community and NFT SAR, who everybody's doing things right. Why everybody's trying to create and make value for this token, and that's you need to do that. We're not trying to be some pump and dump, do this kind of stuff where you see in most crypto projects. We're literally building something to create value. Why this token is needed? Why this token is going to be used? Why you would want to be that's stuffed with it? And then the overall greatness of the DAO and what that treasury is, where we have this self-generating $1 billion fund. That's another amazing thing, right? Just again, this is where you're at in all of these different projects. And I laugh at people that are always, when's this? When's that? When's it? This is work, man. This is hard work. Everybody, like I said, I went to Anime Limited, got to talk to them, got to talk to Hugo and others that are working in Pixearth. And then you got Colin and all them working with Starwire. And, it's Garnett. Everybody's doing things and making effort to launch and make these projects very successful. And it's hard work, right? This isn't magic crypto. This is magic internet money, like you do see. That's what I mean. When you think back to the 2017 ICO days and all that, man, it was all hype, just like the NFT stuff for a bit, all hype. And it doesn't make any sense. That's not real, right? We are not about that. And we've been constantly building and rolling things out. And this Bee Honey token, right? It also has utility. It's used in the auction, right? So again, there's three things that this token is for. And again, you look at some projects, they might not even have one use for their token, right? And that's all I'm saying is there's a lot. It's amazing. And again, all of these things I got in early, right? And I'm happy. I'm happy I did. Another one, M2 Cash token, right? I don't even know where did you pull it up? I don't think you did. What is it? M2cash.com? Is that what it is? M2.cash. Is that what it is? Are you there, Tim?
Sorry, I was muted. I wanted everyone to hear you right, but yeah, you got it. M2.io is the other one.
Yeah, but just again, looking at numbers, just that alone, 6.8 billion tokens destroyed, right? Locked liquidity, 17 million. Again, I see everybody, with the when's this, when's that? There's things moving, going on, and again, we talked, I think, just yesterday about demand, and when all of these numbers, are calculated and factored in, I think that price will change. Right now, none of that is going on. Right, so M2 Cash by far.
You didn't mention, just to clarify for people, that 6.8 billion destroyed out of 50 billion.
Out of 50, yes.
So right. that's a big number out of 50 billion.
It is, but understand
all out into the network.
Right. So understand circulating supply is 16 billion. So, and I don't want to get everybody confused, but there's M2 sitting in a contract where the keys are all cut. That's why we call it a centralized bank. No one has control of this contract. It's sitting there floating on the Ethereum ocean of blockchain, right? So it's out there doing its thing. And like I said, there's that circulating supply is out, and the rest is still sitting in that contract. We used to make jokes of how do you get it all out? If you could get all 50 billion M2 token out, we were laughing and talking about it. It takes $892 trillion. Or you couldn't do it. And that's a made up number. I'm just saying. So it's just wild. And then, like I said, the mining pool, right? And that's another thing, a feature of something else that is coming. All of it is about working and a process of rolling things out, again. Yeah. And then the last, but certainly not least, is the WPE token. Again, I own that as well, right? That is a protocol token to a blockchain project, right? That has been in digital silence. And I'm not going to go, in there. I know people talk about that in here and they even ask questions about it, but I'm not that guy. There are people who are working. When we were in Austin and we got to talk to the head developer, right, that flew overseas over the land and got to see what's kind of under the hood a little bit, just a little bit. It's amazing. And again, folks, it's wild. This is the time. It is crazy that everything kind of crashed and pulled back, and now you're in crypto winter. And now it's like, I laugh again when people talk all the time. I remember when it was, the good old days and everything was all pumping, and everybody's like, man, I wish I was there at the beginning. You got a second chance. It's truly, and again, it is if you believe
have a better chance.
A better.
I think I bought it at a quarter of a penny. It went to half a penny, and now is less than that. Those prices. That's right. But it's on sale, and I bought more, so I averaged down since then. So I mean, I see what you're saying. I believe it. I'm a believer. I hold all of these myself. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the world has changed, but this is still such a strong project. It's not going anywhere, and it's just proving itself every day. And things will happen to make things move and start to get off the ground. Right. But if you have a chance to get in and get 1 million of those tokens for what is that?
0.0003.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, for $1,000 you can get 3 million tokens.
There you go.
That's quite a deal.
It's quite the deal. Yeah. But again, it is, because I know how many people, I know how much effort and how hard people are working, right? That's what it's all about. And you get to see, like I said, super impressed. Again, I won't take any. I'm looking forward to when we get to talk to PixEarth. Cool stuff that they got going on. And what's neat is they included everybody, right? Everybody is a part of what they're doing. And that's our ecosystem. And I'm again proud and glad to be a part of it. So thanks.
Very cool.
Yep. Let me stop here. And
there you go.
Good stuff, man.
So Will says, great show. Watching with the Cookie Monster.
Oh,
hello,
that's good. Boys. Welcome back, Cookie Monster.
Alice says, appreciate you. And
thank you.
Me for encouraging you, Ray. Thanks, gentlemen, for all the information. Cappy Queen.
Yep, Cappy Queen.
Will says, let's burn some Bee Honey tokens. Oh, that fire's out.
Yeah, we're
it's not rolling now.
Anytime you move Bee Honey, do it.
It burns. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
But I'm talking about that burn party we had. That was where we earned those monoliths and the 4 billion that I hit. Right. Anyway, awesome tonight. Thank you both. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. Please like, share, and subscribe. I was flashing it up while you were going, Ray.
Oh, good.
Asking everybody to do that. That'd be great. Is that it for tonight, Ray?
That's it, man. Yep.
All right. So then tomorrow night we'll be back for 127. Take a look at that. I'm sure tomorrow night there'll be some princesses, maybe a royal or two. I feel a big heavy night coming for tomorrow night with the royalty.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be fun. Friday night special.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll be here ready to go.
Thank you, Robin.
Says, yep. Oh. Robin says thank you for the info.
Appreciate it, Robin. Yep.
Good, awesome. Good. All right, bud. There we have it. We'll see everybody tomorrow night. We'll do it again.
Excellent. Appreciate it.